Getting in some breaking news now. Santu Pan's wife has written to the DGP of West Bengal, and I have a copy of the letter. She has written in a letter saying that, and I'm quoting from the letter that has just been written to the West Bengal DGP. I have just seen very concerning late-night footage on live television that my husband Santu Pan has been physically dragged into a private vehicle by people dressed in police uniform. I have also seen footage of my husband being put into a ferry late in the night along by people who were dressed in police uniform. I have seen late-night footage in which my husband is being shoved into a ferry, taken away on the boat to an undisclosed location. I have seen that the police who are captured on camera have not disclosed any information on where Santu Pan is being taken. Santu Pan's wife also writes to the DGP, adding that she's writing as the very concerned wife of Santu Pan, as neither her nor family members nor legal teams have been informed, neither have they received any information regarding any movement of her husband. She says she's very scared for his life and well-being. This is Santu Pan's wife's letter that I'm reading right now. And she adds that it's already captured on TV that her husband has said that he's being tortured in custody. Given the late-night movement of her husband to an undisclosed location without any information provided to her, her family or the legal team, she's very worried about the safety and also fears for his life. And I'm going across to, I'm also getting in Savio right now. Savio's joining me live. Savio, very, very alarming developments, late-night developments, in Bengal, in Sandeshkhali. Very, very alarming, Savio. Let me get your first response. I have the other half of the letter to read from, but I'll first get your response to this.
Now, I'm extremely shocked at what is happening in West Bengal. This is the height of fascism. The media is the fourth estate of a democracy. And today, the West Bengal government and its police are targeting a Republic reporter in order to show their true face of what fascism is all about. This is unacceptable. No media in the country should accept this. No citizen in India should accept such behavior. To take a reporter who's anyway, the legal team's going to go to court tomorrow in the dead of the night, in a secret location, to secret areas via a boat, is unacceptable. The entire country must wake up to the reality of the fascism that exists in West Bengal at this point of time under the Chief Minister, Mamata Banerjee. I seriously pray for the safety of the Republic reporter. If they are going to keep quiet today for what is happening, this could happen to reporters in other parts of the country as well. The job of a journalist is to report the truth, no matter how bitter it is to the powers that are in power. It is shocking. It reminds me of the horrific experience that the editor-in-chief Arnab Goswami went through in Mumbai when you had the MVA government, the Uddhav Thackeray government. The same thing is happening today to a Republic reporter in West Bengal. We cannot tolerate this in a democratic country.
Breaking news right now. No, I'm getting in some more breaking news right now. In fact, I'm hearing from the Republic Bangla team right now. I'm getting in some breaking updates that there is a huge police force. There is a huge police force that is now moving towards Sandeshkhali from different areas, from Bidarnagar and Barakpur police station. They are moving from Bidarnagar and Barakpur towards Sandeshkhali. So on one hand, you have our reporter who was kept at the Sandeshkhali police station. He's being moved out in the middle of the night, taken away to an undisclosed location. And you have a huge police force that is moving into Sandeshkhali from two different locations. I don't know what's going on. But I can tell you that something very suspicious is happening, because we also heard that the DGP of Bengal was in Sandeshkhali earlier today. Remember, the police has been completely exposed in court by even the courts asking where Shah Jahan was, and that the entire state was being mocked by one criminal called Shah Jahan. And this is, I'm going on to read what Santu Pan's wife has also written to the DGP after the late night movement. In the late night movement, She also says in a letter that her family has filed and listed a 226 petition, which the Honorable High Court will hear tomorrow. And in the light of this petition, what was the reason to move her husband so late in the night and without any prior intimation to her, her family, or the legal team representing Santu Pan in court? Santu Pan's wife also writes in the letter written to the DGP right now that she wants immediate details as to why her husband has been moved in this late night manner to an undisclosed location without any information provided to her or the legal team. She also requests that they provide this urgently, as we are all very concerned about his safety and well-being. Santu Pan's wife has also written in the letter to the DGP that she is thoroughly scared for Santu Pan's wife for his life, given the concerning footage captured on camera late night with the television channels. In the garb of custody, it's extremely suspicious concerning that her husband is being moved late at night, right before a hearing in the Honorable High Court without any knowledge of his legal team or family. She ends the letter by saying that she fears for her husband's life. She says, please provide all the details to me immediately. All steps must be taken to ensure his absolute safety. And very, very suspicious movements in Bengal, ladies and gentlemen, alarming movements this evening. Our reporter Santu Pan has been moved out of Sandeshkhali in very suspicious manner, and we're all trying to locate him. We've not been able to locate him so far. I'm going back to Swapnil, who's also been with us on this live broadcast. Swapnil, I just read out the letter written by Santu Pan's wife. She's very, very concerned. She's written to the DGP and also to the Sandeshkhali police station. So we've reached out, but as expected, no response. I think the letter went out about half an hour, 45 minutes ago.
Very good. So what, first step achieved, that the wife of the person who's been shifted unceremoniously from one place to the other has not been responded to thus far, and possibly will not be responded to until tomorrow morning, until you all reach the court. So this will help you to secure his bail and perhaps even try to get this bogus case squashed. Because there is no reason on earth why a genuine police force should not be able to answer the wife and say that we are doing this because of this reason. Alternatively, there is a fear, as what Ornab pointed out earlier, that if there is a staged arrest of Shah Jahan that's going to take place, then you obviously do not want a reporter of the Republic TV to be there. Trying to say is that maybe that is the reason why he has been shifted. But nevertheless, apprehending one criminal cannot be at the cost of massacring the rights of one another person who is wrongfully in custody because of bogus trumped up charges. So this is something which will work very well in Article 226 petition before the court tomorrow. So I see a definite bail, and I don't think you should leave this even after this matter is squashed, because you need to pursue this, Niranjan, because other than that, there is no, this can happen again. And I would want that you should ask for some compensation, and I'm sure legal team will try to guide you for malicious prosecution, etc. Because I don't see this case going any forward. I should see this case being quashed in the next couple of months. If not, and this is not going to take years, because I don't see any sort of a debate in this as to what this man has done, except report. So, Niranjan, this is one thing which you should even put out on your digital.
Right now, Swapnil.
Yeah.
I'm getting in some more breaking news, Swapnil, right now, and let me go across to Shravan with that. The DG and ADG are in a secret closed-door meeting. The Superintendent of Police in Basirhat is also present in that meeting. The meeting is ongoing at Sandeshkhali. Now, I don't know what the context is, but something's happening. Shravan, what is going on? All of these men are directly responsible for trumping up the fake charges on on our reporter Santu Pan in Sandeshkhali.
Well, there is no doubt about one fact, that there is growing pressure on Mamata's government right now to at least it should be perceived that some action is being taken against Sheikh Shah Jahan. Remember, Sheikh Shah Jahan has been on the run since 5th of January. This was after the central agencies had carried out a massive crackdown on the Russian scam. And remember, the charges are that it is he who has benefited from the proceeds of crime. Now, despite the kind of action or the allegations that have been leveled against him, the police hasn't really acted against him. And that is the reason why Mamata government finds itself in a completely isolated position. In fact, just about a few days ago, the DGP, when he was asked this question directly as to why exactly hasn't the police been able to track down Sheikh Shahjahan, there was no concrete answer. It is now after days of reporting, relentless reporting that was essentially done, that finally we saw some sort of a reaction coming in. So whether at all this is going to be some sort of a staged act, staged managed, we do not know. So these late night activities that are essentially taking place is to give that sense, a semblance of, perhaps action being taken so that, the kind of heat that was on Mamata government, that should be taken off. But people now know about it. If at all they were serious about taking action against Sheikh Shahjahan, it would have been done long back. It was never done. They had absolutely no intention. And there were reports coming in that perhaps there was some sort of a tacit understanding, or else how exactly would a person like Sheikh Shahjahan, without some sort of a political patronage, be able to be away from the central agencies, to be able to be underground for several days put together?